So when we think about explosiveness, usually the first method of training we think about are plyometrics. And for good reason. Plyometric exercises involve dynamic movements that exploit the stretch-shortening cycle, where a rapid muscle lengthening, eccentric phase, is immediately followed by a forceful contraction, concentric phase. This mechanism leverages stored elastic energy in muscles and tendons, enabling a rapid and powerful response. Examples include box jumps, depth jumps, and medicine ball throws. Plyometrics are designed to enhance power, agility, and explosiveness by optimizing the neuromuscular system's ability to generate force rapidly. This is why you see a lot of this style of training in most sports. Isometric exercises, on the other hand, involve static contractions where the muscle length remains constant. Through isometric training, the nervous system undergoes significant adaptations. One key aspect is improved rate coding, enhancing the speed at which motor units are recruited. This heightened neural drive is crucial for plyometric explosiveness as it enables quicker and more synchronized activation of muscle fibers. Isometric training effectively fine-tunes the nervous system, making it more responsive and efficient in generating rapid muscle contractions during the explosive phases of plyometrics. So with that little bit of knowledge, a good question to follow up with is how exactly would isometrics make the explosiveness of plyometrics even more explosive? After all, isometrics are really just for physical therapy and senior citizens, right? No. Let's go into why. Isometric training enhances the stretch reflex, a crucial component of plyometric movements. By strengthening the muscle-tendon complex during static contractions, isometrics amplify the efficiency of the subsequent rapid eccentric lengthening and concentric shortening phases in plyometrics, leading to greater force production and explosiveness. When we incorporate isometric exercises strategically within a comprehensive training program, it can optimize neuromuscular adaptations, ultimately synergizing with plyometric training to augment that explosive performance we're looking for. The stretch reflex is a neurophysiological mechanism that protects muscles from overstretching and contributes to rapid contractions. Isometric training significantly enhances this reflex, making the muscle-tendon complex more efficient. By engaging in isometric exercises, the muscle-tendon unit becomes more resilient, optimizing its responsiveness during dynamic movements seen in plyometrics. Synergy between isometric and plyometric training is evident in the preparatory role that isometrics play in conditioning the neuromuscular system. Isometrics effectively prime the nervous system, making it more responsive to the demands of those subsequent plyometric exercises. This synergy enhances the overall efficiency of the muscle-tendon unit, contributing to a more explosive performance. There is also Hebb's rule, which states that muscle fibers that wire together fire together. So if we are training at the highest end of the force velocity curve with our overcoming isometric training, and we are teaching our muscles to fire on all cylinders, because our body knows either on or off and doesn't discriminate, it's going to immediately translate into incredible power production, which will be very evident when you perform its plyometric equivalent. This synergy enhances the overall efficiency of the muscle-tendon unit, contributing to a more explosive performance. Combining these two methods of training are going to give you not just an edge, a significant edge if you play any type of sport, because we are bulletproofing our joints with isometrics, one of the great benefits of isometrics among other things. But most importantly, as we've mentioned already, Hebb's rule, muscle fibers that wire together fire together, creating new neural pathways and allowing easier access to those type 2 fast twitch muscle fibers that you need to be as explosive as possible. Just think Bruce Lee and Alexander's ass. Incorporating isometric exercises into your training routine can be achieved with movements like wall sits for a yielding variant or an isometric belt squat. Let's take the wall sit first. During a wall sit, the muscles of the lower body are engaged statically, emphasizing the endurance and strength necessary for explosive movement. With the overcoming isometric variant of the belt squat, as we had mentioned earlier with Hebb's rule, we are teaching the muscles to fire on all cylinders. So now it's a little less about endurance and strength and more about explosiveness and strength. In sports, it's important to have great muscular endurance and muscular strength. It's a good idea to perform both. Additionally, plank variants, which challenge the core muscles in a static position, can enhance overall stability and isometric strength, further complementing plyometric training. Integrating isometric training into a comprehensive plyometric program program requires careful consideration. Aim for a balanced approach, incorporating isometrics strategically to enhance neural adaptations and muscular efficiency. For example, start with moderate frequency and intensity, gradually progressing as your neuromuscular system adapts to the demands of this combined training approach. A great example I could give the squad is if we were training plyometrics 3 times a week for sports, I would recommend 3 OI sessions a week, not exceeding 10 to 15 minutes, involving the same exact muscle groups in the plyometric program. So for example, if your plyometric program was all about squats and jumping and a lot of leg explosiveness, then our OI program can involve a lot of belt squats, Jefferson squats, hack squats, Zercher squats, anything that's a heavy compound lift that we can perform in OI equivalent, our 6x6 training, so that we could take advantage of Hebb's rule and become stronger, explosive, all the while bulletproofing our joints. The integration of isometric training into plyometric programs offers a nuanced approach to improving explosiveness and power. The combined benefits of enhanced neural drive, synchronized muscle activation, Hebb's rule, and an efficient muscle tendon unit create a synergistic effect that can significantly impact athletic performance. By the way, you've heard me use this term Hebb's rule. If you're unfamiliar with Hebb's rule, you should watch this video right here explaining not only that, but other fitness terminology that you need to know, and we'll see you there.